Good morning, South Africa.
It's what?
I threw you off.
That's different than the first take.
I said Vietnam in the first take. It's not even morning. Yes, it's 9:22. It's a very late time to do an episode.
It is the latest time we've ever done a podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Coffee Milk Hour. I'm one half Puffy, joined here by my bearded companion.
What do you mean you're one half? I'm Jerry. What do you mean you're one half Puffy?
I'm one half of the Coffee Milk Hour.
No, you said I'm one half Puffy.
Yeah, the other half is like business. business in the front, Puffy in the back.
I don't think anyone's ever accused you of being half business before.
Half Puffy, half crazy.
Half Puffy, half crazy.
The secret is that the half Puffy is also crazy.
Yeah, but everyone knew that, so it's not a secret. We've all known that since you were 13 years old.
Yeah, I'm a pretty predictable human being. What's going on, everybody? How you feeling? How you doing? How's life been? It's been a couple months.
It's been a little while.
It's been a little while. We're
coming back.
We said that last time, so I don't think
we're back big.
I don't think there's any validity to that statement. We took a step back to reevaluate what we were doing. And we have decided that we have a game plan. We have a game plan now?
We have a game plan.
We are prepared to take the internet by storm.
First of all, in the next few weeks, we're going to be updating the pictures on our Facebook and stuff.
Yo, new pictures? Can we not use those coffee mugs, though?
What coffee mugs?
The one that you were posting earlier.
Oh.
Because it was terrifying. He had, like, smiley faces on inanimate objects.
I think I'm going to post them one day just so people can see what we're avoiding posting.
They looked alive and like they had just gotten done murdering somebody.
Like every moment of our friendship.
It was pretty... Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I guess we have to use them. That's fair. All right.
We should give the milk carton a knife.
But, like, no, because they both need to be smiling, but you need to have it so that the milk carton has a knife, but he's looking at the mug.
So what we have are these, like, Steve from Blue's Clues notebook characters of a coffee mug.
They look like Salt and Pepper.
Yeah, and a milk carton, like the exact same animation. But milk carton's looking at the coffee mug just a little bit too mischievously, and he could definitely kill the coffee mug, I think.
It's terrifying.
I'm the milk carton.
Of course.
We've just decided.
Am I the coffee mug?
Yeah, you're dying.
Dude, I don't want to die. I don't want...
Well, then you should go to SaveTheMugs.com.
Save the mug.
My website from years ago.
All mugs matter. Wait, is that a legitimate website?
Yeah, I bought the domain on it years ago.
Why?
Because I wrote a story about how coffee mugs, when you pour coffee into them, feel the pain of the coffee, and then have to and then they have to sit there and bear through the pain of the coffee, and then you put them in the scalding hot dishwasher after, and then put them upside down on a shelf, and the blood rushes to their head, and they just live an awful existence. So I bought the domain SaveTheMugs.com to protect coffee mugs.
How have I never read this before?
It's on my Facebook. It's a note.
Oh my god.
From years ago.
That's terrifying. Can we attach things to Podbean?
Probably.
Because we should attach that story so people have context.
Guys, it's Friday, and this is a Friday Freestyle.
Hello. It's also the Friday before the 4th of July, and we are here in beautiful Bristol, Rhode Island, that has the oldest and most famous celebrated 4th of July.
I don't know if it's the most famous, but it's the oldest.
The most important 4th of July and weeks preceding. Now, recently, there was this stupid little clickbait vote thing where we apparently lost to, like, North Carolina or some bullshit. Let me tell you, we can't lose to North Carolina. Was North Carolina part of the Confederacy?
Yes.
Yeah, we can't lose to a state that didn't want to be part of America in the fucking first place.
That's a really good point. They should lose by default.
I'm saying. You tried to leave in the first place. Get out. We win.
My northern bias is coming out.
So, are you looking for the note right now?
I'm looking for the note.
That's going to take a while. We should do that afterwards.
I mean, I'm going to keep scrolling. You hold the show afloat.
I will hold the show afloat.
This is the most responsibility you've ever had.
I hope you're ready to be disappointed. So, it's almost the 4th of July. If you are from here, then you understand what that means being a Bristolian, or even a Rhode Islander, a New Englander. If not, if you've never been to this area and you have the opportunity, you need to come. For the past 8.5 years, I haven't been home for a true 4th of July. I just haven't been able to get here. Since I've been here for this one, I have used that time to go to the concert series. I plan on going to the parade. The carnival is in town. The fireworks show can't be beat. It's an amazing experience. Not just, put my bias aside. It is one of the most friendly, warm, welcoming family environments, like real hometown American. So,
yeah, and I think, it's we grew up here, so when I was younger, it wasn't as big as it is even now. Now it's more of a touristy thing, but we do have 2 straight weeks of concerts leading up to the 4th of July. They paint the lines red, white, and blue down the parade route. There's fireworks everywhere, every day, every night, literally starting in like February.
Yeah.
Like you're sitting around in March and like someone lights off a random firework. It's a little annoying, to be completely honest. You firework people that are setting off fireworks in March, stop it.
Dude,
okay?
even
Because these are the same people that decorate their houses for Christmas in September. Okay?
No.
They're trigger
Rule
happy.
number 1, as soon as that first knife gets cut into the Thanksgiving turkey, you can start putting up the decorations
But
for Christmas.
not until the knife goes in the turkey.
Yeah, but no, September, that's like the Portuguese. Is that wrong to say? But we live in Bristol.
Listen,
we have a heavily populated Portuguese community, and I'm not trying to be like biased against any one type of people, but like y'all
I'm not
decorate
biased
too
against
early.
the Portuguese people, okay? But at some point in time, we need to visit the Portuguese people of Bristol on this episode, because we'll bring in a real one, and they can even there's plenty of them, okay? They can even defend themselves on the show. But I want to learn about their culture and why they scream in the street all the time.
Oh, dude, no, they have the best culture. If you go to downtown Bristol, I don't remember the season that these happens, but they have like the Portuguese festival.
It was like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, that's right.
Dude, you can walk down like
there.
most neighborhoods in Bristol when the Portuguese festival is going on, and there are families that just have their door open. You can just walk inside. They give you soup. It's amazing.
No, you can't, because you wave at them. They didn't even say hello because they're not Portuguese.
No, you got to be friendly. I was always welcomed in when I was young. I would just walk up the street.
Also, you can't drive down those streets because they're blocked off.
Did they block them off now?
They've always blocked them off when the
don't remember
the Holy
that.
Ghost Parade goes by.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, every night for a
Dude,
week.
Bristol is a weird fucking place when you think about it. All right, we have some weird-ass celebrations. Rhode Island in general, we're the only state in the country that still celebrates VJ Day.
Victory over Japan.
Which is
You
insane.
bet your ass we won.
All right, so
Thank you.
the point of that is...
Thank you for laying down, Japan. I get an extra day off.
Right? That's so weird. I don't, but...
Oh, sorry.
Non-profit. Because I care about what I'm doing.
He did air quotes when he said care.
I did not. No, this is why we need cameras. So that's like my whole spiel on the Bristol 4th. I'm really excited about it.
But seriously, I've vacationed away from Bristol on the 4th, and there are places in this country that literally it's just another day.
Yeah, that's not acceptable.
It's like a Memorial Day type thing where like people just, they throw a cookout maybe.
Yeah.
Like it's a day off, but like.
And you know what?
In Bristol, it is literally a festival that lasts weeks leading up, and the air changes, and you can feel the energy. At least growing up, you feel the change.
You still can, man. I went to the concert series with some of my guys from work the other day, and it was such a warm atmosphere. Like, people are friendlier. People are less inclined to call you an insult if you bump into them while you're walking around in a crowded area.
Bristolians are way less Bristolian
Yes.
during these 2 weeks of the year.
This is that time where, like, any other time of the year when people would talk about how, like, we're assholes, essentially, we're just like, what? No, because these 2 weeks we're the nicest people on the planet.
I found it.
What did you find? Oh, no. If I could talk to any inanimate object, I've already had enough.
I would talk to a coffee mug.
This is amazing.
If people have problems with strangers attempting to kiss them, then any single coffee mug could make a fine case for sexual assault many times over. True or false?
They sit in their cabinets, many times upside down, mouths pressed to the cold hardwood, unable to converse with any of their ceramic comrades. This is brilliant. I love it.
I just asked myself questions and I answered them. That's how bored I was that night.
How? And you were sober.
I was.
This is like the mind of a drug addict. I love it. It's a travesty. We must save the mugs. We need to post this.
Now, I had savethemugs.com. Unfortunately, I had to give up the domain a few years ago. But,
oh, did you?
I mean, it's probably still available. Who would buy it? But
I would buy that.
Yeah, so savethemugs.com.
We accept donations.
Secondly, if I could redesign the human body, if I could prevent a death, I would, plain and simple. If I could parent a death. Now, this is if there's like,
what do you mean
if there's like a little death.
What is a little death? Like a baby?
Well, see, it's getting tough for little deaths. People live so long now. Just when they're about to accomplish death.
Death mitzvah?
Death mitzvah, yeah. A new preventative medicine crashes the party and destroys death's big day. See?
You know, that's fair. Let's be honest here for a second. I feel like we may have discussed this previously on an episode, but like, the preventative medicine is fucking up the natural order of things. And I'm not okay with it. People need to die. And I'm not saying that in like a I want to kill people way. I'm saying that in like a we are as humans, a finite resource, and we're not meant to live as long as we are.
We fundamentally disagree on this. I want to be Gandalf.
You can't be Gandalf.
Yes, I can.
Gandalf dies too.
No, he doesn't. He goes to the Grey
dies.
Havens.
Yeah, what do you think that is? It's heaven, bruh.
Yeah, but on Earth, he doesn't die. He doesn't experience a death.
He does experience a death when he goes from Gandalf the Grey to Gandalf the White.
That's
a death and rebirth.
Debatable.
What do you mean debatable?
We don't know if
He's
he died.
dead, and then they fucking bring him back. I don't even know who they are.
No,
Aliens, maybe?
He just woke up, and the trauma of fighting the Balrog turned his hair white.
And his robe?
You can buy a new
Why
robe.
change the robe, though? That's the confusing
To match
part.
the hair. He's a fashionista.
No, because he changes his name, too, to Gandalf the White. That's a little prima donna for me.
Well, he is.
That's not okay. I'm not okay with that. Besides, I don't think it was great acting. But anyway.
Also, if I could befriend any bear was another question I asked myself. So, if anyone wants to go read my note, it's called Reflection from Beneath My Eye, Random Questions I Used to Ask Myself.
That's so terrifying. I see the connection though, because we have a list here of things that we wanted to touch on, and looking at this note and looking at the list of suggestions, one of your suggestions was, why can't we be fish? And there's definitely a pattern in your mental state here.
Yeah, you need to ask all the questions. It doesn't matter how silly the question is.
Why would we want to be fish?
Why can't we be fish?
But why would we want to?
I didn't say why don't we want to. I said why can't we be fish?
Because we're humans.
So?
We can't devolve. We came from fish.
No, we didn't. We came a cell
organisms
that,
out of the water.
Yeah, but why can't we be fish?
Do you want to? Why can't we be fucking dinosaurs?
We can be.
How?
We just do it.
We just Wonder Twin powers activate. Form up T-Rex.
Why can't we be dinosaurs? Listen. We're evolved enough, where we should just be able to shift our cells and become dinosaur. Is that the appropriate situation?
Is that an accurate stat where it's we only use 10% of our brain?
I don't think so.
I think it's less. I think we use more. I don't think we use 100% of our brain.
We don't use 100%, but we use more than 10.
I would want to find out. Let's Google that at some point in time in this episode, because whatever portion we aren't using, that could be the key. That could be the key to a lot of things. Flight, shape-shifting, fucking immortality, which, again, I disagree with wholeheartedly. It's just, you want to see outside forever, eventually sun's going to be gone.
Do you believe that when you die, your soul goes somewhere?
I believe it returns to the earth.
And then? And then
it comes out somewhere else in
then,
some shape or form.
That's immortality.
I could come out as a tree.
It's immortality.
The soul is immortal. My existence isn't.
If your soul is the basis of your existence.
But all right, so if I die and I come back as a tree, I'm not going to remember being a human. I don't even know if I'm going to know that I'm a tree.
No, but
then if I die as a tree and then come back as say a lynx.
But the fuel that drives you goes on unchanging.
Yes, in essence, the fuel is the same, but what gives me the ability to think...
Is your soul you, or is it just the fuel?
No, I think it's just the battery.
The soul
is what makes me me.
It's just the energy.
But it's like the thing that flips the switch on and gives me power. When I die, my soul's going somewhere. It could go into another human body. It could go into an animal. But I don't think there's going to be any connection.
What do you think can kill the soul?
Death. Like the literal essence of death.
Yeah, but how?
Reaping it. You reap a soul.
But
or eat it.
But if there's a finite amount of energy in the universe, and that amount of energy is ever changing, then how can a soul die?
Well, who says there's a finite amount of energy in the universe? Science Science has no proof that there's an infinite amount of energy, but they can't prove that there's a finite amount of energy in the universe.
No, it's finite. Energy cannot be... You cannot create more energy or make less energy than what already exists in the universe.
In our universe.
Well, yeah.
Because there are thousands of universes.
Yeah.
So we could just resource.
Well, we don't know how many universes there are. There may be multiple, but still, the laws of physics. Anyway, science says that in as far as we know, you cannot destroy nor manufacture more energy than already exists within the universe.
So the energy that I create by snapping my fingers
already existed.
Already existed.
Yeah.
I'm just fine.
It's like the potential. It's like the stick outside can be burned.
So why can I not actually do things like go Super Saiyan?
Well, right? No, see, you're trying to disprove my argument.
I'm not trying to disprove your argument.
No,
I'm legitimately asking, how do I become Super Saiyan? I want to know, because if you're telling me that the energy already exists, and if the energy in a snap of my fingers,
it's more
already
why should
exists,
you get that energy?
No, I'm not asking what makes me deserve it. I'm saying if the energy to do this already exists, and I'm just finding the way to harness it, how do I, and I'm just going to go to NASA, and just be like, make me a Super Saiyan.
Why would you assume NASA knows? The guy in the hill knows. He's living by himself. He hasn't spoken to anyone in 30 years. He flies every day.
What guy in a hill?
You have to go find him.
Wait, how do you know he's there?
You just do.
What the fuck?
You dream him, and then you go to him.
What did they put in that coffee?
What coffee?
Your coffee.
Caramel, and not enough.
Damn it, Duncan. So, speaking of flying...
Stop.
Oh,
Stop.
Collaborate and listen.
Dunkin', yeah, hold on, we're taking a short break here. Dunkin' Donuts, employees, okay? Let's talk about consistency of product. You have the same caramel and the same coffee in all your locations. So why when I order my caramel swirl cream only, do I constantly get a different tasting flavor coffee? It's not hard. Read the recipe card, put it in the thing, pour the coffee in the cup, melt the caramel, stir it, please, not this half-assed like shake before I hand it to you out the window, and then make it consistent. I don't understand why I'm paying for crap coffee. It's overpriced as is. Okay, you're just lucky the sip and dip has fallen off the cliff
No,
the
it
last
hasn't.
couple of years. Oh, yes, they have.
No, it has not.
Jordan,
Dude, the Sip and Dip in Seekonk is bomb.
who the hell is going to the sip and dip in Seekonk besides you?
I live there.
Okay, no one else, though.
Yeah, but that's what makes it so great is because I'm getting
By the
access
way,
to
for
amazing coffee.
non-Rhode Island listeners, Sip and Dip is the pink and blue version of Dunkin' Donuts, but Portuguese.
Yeah, and it's really, really good.
However, their breakfast sandwiches are phenomenal.
Yeah, they are. Except
Phenomenal.
they're only beat out by Ma's Donuts, who has a country sandwich. Oh, you take a little bit of the chorizo.
Also open
Put it on a
24/7.
hash brown. Oh,
which gives them an advantage.
I love Ma's so much. It's so good.
But their coffee is water, just like Sip and Dip.
Yeah, their coffee's pretty bad.
Yeah.
No offense, Maz. Your sandwiches are amazing, and your malasadish.
But anyway, there's no reason you shouldn't be able to go Super Saiyan.
So no. Go back to the Dunkin' Donuts thing for a second because you're saying that I understand what you're saying and I hear you, but that also kind of takes away from some things. First, the reason that it's not always the same is because nobody's reading the recipe cards. People are like, oh, what is it? 2 pumps? Let me just pump, and then so you're getting 3 sometimes. You're getting
Other people laughed at that. Please tell me you laughed at that. Anyway, go ahead.
You're getting 1 sometimes. So you're never getting. You're never getting.
Sometimes you only get 1 pump.
You're never getting consistency in the pumps that you are receiving.
Said every girl ever.
But also stop reading my diary. But
what about butts?
here's the thing. If
You shouldn't pump the butt.
no, okay. If you take that away and you make every single person making your coffee do the exact recipe card, you're gonna lose out on. And I know you love this. When you find that one person who makes your coffee and you know they make your coffee perfect to the point where like you go there on one of your regular mornings and somebody else is there and you're like, what are you doing here?
But
You're
that's just
making
because
my
the other
coffee.
person reads the recipe cards and or gives you an extra pump of caramel.
I don't think so. I think it's because because they're choosing how many pumps they want to put into your drink. Or how many pumps they want you to receive.
Oh my god. Welcome to this episode of Coffee Rape.
The point is, it's a trade-off. You can get everybody to be on the same page, but you're going to lose that element of that one person. Because here's the thing. If you don't connect with a person well, the shit they make you isn't going to be as good. That's just a fact.
It's a drive-up window.
It's the same thing.
They don't even look at the camera.
It's the same thing.
Maybe they do.
It's the same thing as when you make a sandwich for yourself. It doesn't taste as good as when somebody who you care about makes that sandwich for you. It tastes better. That's a fact. That's science.
Because of the love.
So yes. So the question is, well, not why can't I be a Super Saiyan? In line with the guy in the hill who flies, I want to talk about superpowers because I want them. I think everybody wants them.
That segment was not brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts, by the way.
Oh,
They do not deserve the sponsorship drop today, okay? No free Dunkin' Donuts ads.
Well, also because they're not paying us. I wish they were.
Anyway, you want to go Super Saiyan?
I want to go Super Saiyan. I want to be
for our non-anime viewers, please explain.
Super Saiyan. I mean, shit, dude. It's all right. So Saiyan. Let's give it the too long didn't read. Saiyans are a race of humanoids that can constantly raise their own strength and power and shoot energy from their bodies. I guess is the easiest way to explain it.
Okay,
and they get wicked fucking cool golden hair and like these deep green eyes, and they fly around.
They can essentially harness energy and make them.
Yeah, they harness energy around them and they fuck shit up. And I want to do that. And I want to know if I can create snaps with my fingers. How do I do that? There is a logical step in there somewhere that we're missing that would let me be a crime fighting superhero. Why can't I harness the energy around me to keep me thin at all times?
Because energy would make you fat.
Why would energy make me fat?
Because energy is calories.
But if I can control that energy...
You can't have more calories.
No. I just want to have the
all
energy
the diets
burn.
say you cannot have more calories, Jordan. You can't have the energy. You're going to get huge.
I love the hands. But it'd still be a Super Saiyan. Being a fat Super Saiyan is better than being a fat nothing.
Sumo wrestler.
I couldn't be a sumo wrestler.
That's why they have all the energy.
No, oh. So we need to go to Japan.
Do you think... Okay, so now, like, there's this mystery around... Sorry, this might sound racist. Do you know how there's, like...
James, turn it off right now.
Do you know how there's, like, this mystery around Eastern culture? Like, somehow we think, like, the Chinese and the Japanese might understand something spiritually that, like, maybe we don't, and they get the Buddha thing going on. Like... There's a mystery. Do you think they look at us and they're like, man, those Westerners, they got that technology. Like, they're way more advanced than we are. Like, do you think they think that? Or do you think they're just like, they're all idiots?
I think they laugh at us constantly because they're way ahead of us technologically.
If they're way ahead of us spiritually and technologically, like, why can't we tell?
What if they put themselves in the corner of the world? And I'm not saying that in a means of saying the Earth is flat. It's fucking round, you round
argument
Earth
for a
deniers.
different day. Let's just ignore it like we should.
What if they put themselves in the corner of the world because they're the aliens that came here in the first place and they just picked a corner to observe us from? Which is
they
why
found
they're
that
always...
alien mummy in South America.
An alien mummy?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
It's probably a fake documentary. However, it looks like an alien mummy. It's got 3 fingers and everything.
Jeez.
Looks like it's made of plaster, but I'm going to watch it anyway. Because I watched The Curse of Oak Island, which is definitely real.
The Curse of Oak Island is fake.
It is not fake. They definitely own
There
that
is
island.
nothing... We're going to find out. Hey, have they ever found out what's under 10X?
Not yet.
Of course not yet. How long ago did they start looking under what was under 10X?
4 years ago?
4 years ago.
It takes a long time to dig 200 feet into an island that has seawater around
because
it.
there's nothing there. They've already found it. The technology exists. If they didn't spend all this money doing these projects,
You're a
they could
non-believer.
have just...
Okay, you're just a non-believer.
No,
The Ark of the Covenant is down there.
The Ark of the
they're
Covenant.
going to retrieve it.
It hasn't even been
And they're
considered.
going to harness its awesome power to blow up the Middle East.
What if the Ark of the Covenant is what determines the amount of energy in the universe?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Also, if the Ark of the Covenant
walls
exists,
of Jerusalem.
Because, like, if the Ark of the Covenant exists, that means God exists, which means I'm in trouble.
It doesn't necessarily mean that.
Well, then who the hell brought it?
Aliens.
Who became God?
No, they just developed the technology and dropped it off here on Earth, or forgot it. It's like, damn it, Max, you forgot the fucking Ark of the Covenant down there, and now we can't win our battle against the other alien race.
Do you think the guy who made up God and wrote his little book called the Bible ever, like...
That was a bunch of guys.
...saw, like, what happened after people started reading and was like, guys, maybe this wasn't a really good idea?
No, they intentionally wrote it that way. Also, they were friends with the aliens.
They were friends with the aliens.
They were. Yeah. The aliens told them to write it.
Were the aliens the angels or God?
Both.
We should figure this out. We need a time machine. Speaking of time machines, let's talk about Elon Musk. I'm on point with these transitions.
You
today.
are. You're doing very well. It doesn't seem like we outlined this episode, but we kind of did. So, guys, we're sitting here, right? And we're like, is Elon Musk actually Tesla? And what I mean when I ask this question is Elon Musk actually Nikola Tesla?
Yeah, like
Because
the Nikola Tesla.
What are the odds that someone of Musk's stature and ingenuity would name his company Tesla and then do a whole bunch of shit just like Tesla?
It's one of those things where it's like, it's so in front of your face that people aren't paying attention to it.
So like, we were thinking about this, and then it was like, wait a minute, like, is Elon Musk actually Tesla? And then I was like, wait a minute, who is Elon Musk? Like, who is he really?
So we Wikipedia'd it.
So we Wikipedia'd it because it really is. You know what? I don't think Wikipedia is as unreliable as people say it is because it looks good. So Elon Musk is the founder CEO of SpaceX, which is the company where all the rockets blow up.
That's awesome. This guy's like my favorite
Yeah,
person,
they literally
too.
blow up. So he did that. Apparently he's also known for PayPal, which I had no idea he was involved for PayPal. Most recently, the Boring Company is the one that wants to put like the super fast train that'll go like New York to San Francisco in like 6 hours through like a magnetic hypertunnel. Also, he invented solar roof panels. Also, he owns a car company called Tesla, and they look really cool and they go really fast because they're all electric.
Oh, and he's worth $17.4 billion.
Who is this guy?
He is a... Scroll up. I can't remember what the order is that it says, but he is a South African-born, Canadian-American business magnate?
Magnate.
Yes, investor, engineer, and inventor.
So So he's he's a South African born Canadian American. So he's not South African. He's only South African born, but he's a Canadian American. If he's could he be president?
Oh, wait, no.
Depends on where he's born, right?
His citizenship was.
No, we don't know, because what if he was an army kid or something?
He could have been, but if
He
you
was
look
born
at
on base.
his citizenship, his Canadian citizenship was
American citizen.
he was
2002
born
to
in
present.
South
Yeah.
Africa,
Okay.
but he was still a South African citizen.
He's a
from
South
birth.
African citizen.
Yes.
Wikipedia is
It's saying
untrustworthy.
South
Poorly
African
worded.
born, meaning his parents probably weren't South African.
Got it.
But he was born there, so he is South African
So he's
in
a South
way.
African citizen.
Yes,
and a
so he
Canadian
can't be
citizen.
president. If he could
and
be
American.
president, it wouldn't even be a question of if he would be president. He would be. But the bigger question
by
is...
the way, sorry. He went to Queen's University and the University of Pennsylvania, so fuck you, Harvard.
I saw a really interesting
Rensselaer
thing about
Polytechnic. And
Yale.
MIT.
I actually want to talk about Yale at some point. There was a really interesting... I'll link you the video. I think you would really like it. It's about like cultural rape, essentially, that's happening at Yale. Totally irrelevant.
Another episode, perhaps.
Is Elon Musk a skinwalker?
What is a skinwalker?
A skinwalker
'Cause I know
is,
what a Time
a
Lord is, but I
skinwalker
don't
is
know
a
what a
creature
Skinlord is.
that can... It's a shapeshifter.
Oh, shapeshifter.
Yeah. They shed the skin. If they touch you, if they see you, they can become you.
Elon-
They get your memories, everything.
If you look at that picture right there, right?
Yeah.
Looks like slim him down, take a little forehead off. David Bowie from the movie Prestige, in which he played Nikola Tesla. There's
Yeah.
the link.
A little bit.
Yeah.
He also looks like an Asian John Barrowman.
I don't know who John Barrowman is.
John Barrowman played Captain
minute.
Jack Harkness in the
He looks
Doctor
like,
Who.
Dude, he looks like Brad Pitt, just a little bit, like 10 years older.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
If
A little chubbier in the face.
Okay, guys, if you go to the Wikipedia page for Elon Musk, and, like, you get out, like, 4 feet and then squint a little bit, just like Brad Pitt.
Specifically 4 feet. Draw a line with paint on your floor, and then look and squint at your computer screen. There's very important details. Is he a skinwalker? Maybe. Is he a Time Lord? More probable. Because if anybody learned how to be a Time Lord or a time traveler, it would be Nikola Tesla. Do you care to contribute?
I don't think he's a Time Lord.
I think, Time Lords are fictional.
He seems earthbound.
But yeah, the man is 46 years old.
Which is weird, for all he's accomplished.
Yes! It's a little fucking
Oh, God,
crazy.
he's only 16 years older than me.
Oh, how do you feel now, buddy?
Oh, God.
That's okay. There's famous YouTubers out there that are younger than me that are making like hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. So, comparatively, you're
Musk
not
has
doing
stated
terrible.
that the goals of Solar City, Tesla, and SpaceX revolve around his vision to change the world and humanity. His goals include reducing global warming through sustainable energy production and consumption, and reducing the risk of human extinction by making life multiplanetary by establishing a human colony on Mars. And I believe the goal for that is 2030. So, I'm just underaccomplished.
Let's talk about this for a second.
Sure.
We're not colonizing Mars. It's not happening.
We need to terraform it first. Oh, so I read this article the other day that in order to terraform Mars, right? So Mars's atmosphere was wiped out by solar wind. So there's this solar wind going by Mars all the time. It's just like, fuck you, atmosphere, you're not growing back.
Yeah.
So in order to terraform Mars, we would need to like float out this solar wind blocking object to like plume the solar winds around Mars to stop the solar wind, and then we could.
What does that do for us?
Well, then we can put an atmosphere on Mars.
No, I mean, what does that do
and
for
terraform the planet.
Earth? Because if it's going around Mars...
Well, I don't
it's
think it
gotta
does
go
anything for Earth, but think about this, right? One day you're on Mars, and one day that thing, because it has to like orbit with you, right? Because it has to stay between you and the sun. What if that just fails one day?
Oh my god.
It just stops and like falls out of orbit, and like Mars just like wiped out in a blink.
You're just like, well, this is happening.
Mars would be like infested with the most paranoid human beings we've ever seen.
Does time travel?
in existence.
Does time work the same on Mars as it does on Earth?
Of course not.
What is the difference?
I don't know.
We should look that up because
But days would be shorter.
because we're closer to the sun, right?
Sorry, years would be shorter. I'm not sure about the rotation.
I want to figure this out because my question is, and this is probably a really stupid question, but do I live longer if I'm on a planet where time goes slower?
No.
Why?
Listen, I don't understand the math. Okay, technically, I think the answer is yes. But like, from our experience, no. I don't think our cells suddenly age less quickly.
But, like, we as humans constantly adapt and evolve. So, like, maybe not me, but say I go to a planet where time moves half as slow. A day here is 2 days.
But what you're assuming is that every cell in your body will adapt the time on the new planet to a 365-day Earth year, so that you're saying that, like, your whole body and its experience will somehow go through some, like, time conversion.
Not mine. Not mine, because mine's already preset by Earth.
Right.
But if I go to this planet and I start repopulating, right? Then my children repopulate. Eventually, these planet-born children will be growing and evolving with this atmosphere.
Yeah, with the atmosphere.
So realistically...
But I don't think they're going to age any more or less quickly.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Because, like, that's what... We evolve based on our environment.
I think that has
if
more
our
to
environment is longer time.
But I think that has more to do with actual physical atmospheric conditions as opposed to, like, just time. If we're just talking about time, I think we will always age at the same rate naturally, but put us in different atmospheric conditions, and that variable will then affect our age.
That's fair. How long are we going, by the way?
Well, I think we'll shoot for like 45 to an hour, depending on how much fun we have.
Do 45.
We didn't really talk about If We Can't Be Fish, but it led to a very interesting set of conversations.
The
so
point,
thank you,
we
fish.
cannot be fish.
You soulless bastards.
Have you ever looked at a fish in a fish tank?
Yeah.
They always look like they're gonna fucking murder you. Every time I see a fish in a fish tank, all I think about is that episode of South Park where Stan gets that fish that kills people, and the mom thinks it's him. Like, I firmly believe that those fish are smarter than like people think. I don't know if you know this, but that whole like goldfish hold their memory for like 5 seconds.
That's
wrong.
Bullshit. Right.
Yeah, it's total bullshit. Like, they know when feeding time is coming. They know when certain things are happening. I also miss the fish that you had in Virginia.
The saltwater ones?
Yeah, they were awesome.
Yeah, they were cool. I'm hoping to set that tank up soon.
Oh, yeah, you gonna bring it back?
I think so.
Nice. I'm not contributing to it.
All
I
in
miss
due
Rocky.
time.
Rip Rocky. You died too young.
He did. Rocky was a shrimp.
He would run around the cage, not the cage, the tank with this big-ass rock in his fucking little pincer thing. And anytime anybody came near him, he would start swinging the rock, because Rocky didn't take no shit. I might be a little loud.
No, I think you're all right.
Cool.
I mean, except in real life, you're way too loud.
Well, yeah, but, you know, that's the story of my life. What else do we have on this list here?
Well, we're kind of through the list, but I am wondering, like, why we don't have solar roads.
Oh, that's pretty simple, because the more we do for the planet, the less big corporations make, period. You can't profit off of things that are beneficial to the planet.
So does it literally take someone like Elon Musk, who doesn't care about profit and is going to push the product anyway, to come along?
Well, can we really say, we don't know him, can we really say that a guy worth $17.4 billion doesn't care about profit? It's not like he's giving his shit away.
Okay, but here's the thing, Jordan. He has good, extremely innovative ideas that are both ingenious and marketable.
And that's fair. And he does make it, and his stuff is not expensive when you think about
he's like
the
Bill
product
Gates.
that he's
Bill
using.
Gates didn't try to be a millionaire that we know of. He just created something.
Plus, he does a lot of charity
insane.
work too. Like Bill Gates. Bill Gates, I know, like, will pay for college books and shit like that, which is really cool. But
true.
Yes, I would say that we need more people like Elon Musk, more people like Bill Gates, people who are not focused on the bottom dollar. We need people who are focused on what's going to be better for the planet. What planet are we leaving for our children and our children's children? I'm going to hit a certain point in time and age where, like, I don't give a shit because I'm old and I'm dying. But what are your beliefs? Do you believe you're going to be reincarnated? Because you could not give a shit right now about the planet, but you could be born 3 generations from now, and it could be 130 degrees in Alaska because nobody gave a shit about global warming, and now you're suffering through it as well. So, like, there's a lot of reasons to care about the planet, but the big one is it's the fucking only one we have. I know there's that whole there's no planet B, but we can colonize another planet, but you know what? It's not going to happen in your lifetime. So if you're selfish enough to bring kids into this world, you damn sure better be responsible enough to take care of it while they can't, and then teach them to take care of it when they can. I got real.
I did get really real.
I'm
actually still kind of in state of shock.
How real I got?
Yeah, because we were just talking about solar roads, and all of a sudden this planet thing happened.
It set me off a little bit, because like I see all the time, like I'm not super environmental, right? Like I'm not the most environmentally safe. I try, but when environmental specialists can look at you and say no amount of work you do in your life is going to counteract the environmental damage being done by everybody else, it's depressing. It's kind of like it's a David and Goliath situation. Like, how am I really going to win this? It's going to take a miracle. But the truth is, it would only take something as simple as people all banding together and doing shit outside of one day a year where you pretend to give a fuck about the Earth.
Or an ice age or a plague. He's drinking water.
We should talk about the polar ice cap switching. Like a reset.
That's a magnetic pole shift. That's different.
Yeah, I want to do that.
It's not like the iceberg that's over Antarctica is gonna like float up to the North Pole.
Oh no, dude, that's not what I meant.
Well, because in my head I see like the ice cap's just like, oop, gotta go up there. It's gonna float around.
No,
there.
I remember when you were working at Borders. This was before I even enlisted. Scientists were talking about it. How there was going to be a polar magnetic shift.
Magnetic pole. Yep.
Yes, and did that happen yet?
No.
Because that's supposed to cause an ice age.
Well, it's supposed to cause a lot of things. I don't know how...
They said that it was going to be a polar snap, and it was like in the blink of an eye, everything is just going to be coated in a brand new ice age. And I think that's the planet's way of resetting itself.
Well, they're saying that we should experience some type of mini ice age in like around 2030, and it's going to last, I thought, it was like 60 years. This is just coming from memory.
Mini ice age? But it's getting hotter.
It's getting hotter, but they're predicting... because I believe of the sun's activity, that temperatures will drop due to the sun into a mini ice age.
Real talk, dude. What happens when the sun dies?
Oh, well, we already know that.
But how long until the sun dies?
A couple billion?
So a couple billion years, the sun is going to die.
I think so. Maybe it's 10.
What is the life expectancy of humanity?
Probably the same or longer.
What happens when humanity runs out? As far as we know, we cannot prove that we are the only species in existence, but we also cannot prove
the only intelligent.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. It's kind of ironic.
We can't prove that we're the only species. No,
we can't prove that we're the only intelligent species on the planet, but we also can't prove that we're not the only intelligent species on the planet.
In the universe or galaxy.
In the universe or galaxy, thank you.
The planet's fair. The planet's fair, but I mean, we need to expound.
So, as far as I'm concerned, what happens when humanity's time is up? We have a potential infinite amount of universes, right?
Yeah, and an infinite amount of time. Why would humans' time be up ever? Technically, theoretically speaking.
Because let's say we never get to colonize another planet. Let's say that as far as we know, humans are only existing on this planet Earth.
Okay.
And they survive for billions of years.
Sure.
But within billions of years, they still don't,
Still can't get to Mars.
They still can't get to Mars, they can't get to another planet.
Can't terraform.
And the sun dies.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
Clock's up.
Done.
So what happens to every other planet in every other galaxy in every other universe?
What are you talking about?
Do they just continue to exist?
Yeah.
For who?
Other people.
What people? Humanity's done.
Aliens.
That you can't prove exist.
Well, we can't, but we know.
I mean, the probability of us being the only intelligent species in any galaxy is kind of absurd.
And kind of like, who cares?
Well, I mean,
yeah, but at that point, who cares? Like, we're dead. We're gone.
I don't like that thought.
And other things. Whatever they are.
I know this is going to be very contradictory of me, but, we shouldn't live forever, but, I want to live forever.
Okay, you can't do that,
Does that make sense?
Because every
humans...
time this has come up on this podcast, you've argued you're like, I want to die, man, blah, 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 blah.
No, I never say I want to die. I'm saying that, humans shouldn't live that long, but, I don't want to hit that point where I'm like, all right, this is it. Let's see what's on the other side.
Let me pose you this question. Let's say you die. Mm-hmm. Let's say your soul goes into the universe.
Yep.
And in the universe, you gain some type of universal knowledge or whatever.
Sure.
Or whatever. Let's say, in human form, you live long enough and you obtain the same knowledge. Why does it matter how long or in what form it took you to obtain that knowledge?
I mean, I guess it doesn't.
If you live if you are immortal as a human being, but the goal is the end is the same.
Right.
Why does it matter? It really doesn't, right? Except being human, probably. I think we all assume that being a human is way harder than just being an energy force. We don't know that.
Yeah, that's
fair. What if we die and we're like, oh my god, it's so fucking cold everywhere, but I'm just particles and I can't escape it and I can't pick up a blanket and it's the worst. We don't know what it's like to be a soul. We think the soul's got it good.
I think I want to go to a hypnotist and just get that part of my brain shut off.
The soul's a parasite, and it's hiding in this container because it's the best place it can be.
It's just incubating inside of us, so what is a soul
it might not even be incubating. It might just be a parasite.
That's
Sorry for the phrasing, Christians and other religious people, but we need to consider this
fine.
option.
Like, I respect your beliefs, but like, that
What if
doesn't
the
mean that
soul
you
is
get
just
to-
leeching on human beings, and like humans are immortal, but then the soul latched on, and now we die?
That's not okay. I don't like that. So like, what happens if we get rid of the soul? Do we continue to live?
Forever.
So if I find a way to get my soul out of my body, I can live forever.
Well, we're just we don't go looking to rip your soul out or anything. You're saying it with a little too much confidence. We don't know. We're just theorizing.
Okay, that's there's a new album by Hilltop Hoods.
I don't even know who that is.
He's a really, really good artist. He actually does a song you would really like.
Because at some point, Jordan, everybody stops listening to new music.
I don't.
We don't. Maybe not yet. But look at our parents and their generation before and their generation before. There is a hard cutoff for listening to new music
I'm
for
not okay
every
with that,
generation.
man. I think that music helps us evolve, not like scientifically, but like as people. I grew up as a person who listened to nothing but metal.
How many Avenged Sevenfold songs does your dad know? Either one.
Neither. I thought you said either one. I don't have two gay dads. I
Oh man.
have a stepdad and a biological father. Just to clarify. Neither one of them knows. I mean, my biological father listens to the same Santana tape in his car that he used to listen to when I was like 5.
Right, because at some point, the new generation's music no longer relates to our life experience.
I haven't hit that point
Because
yet.
I feel like music is a youth-driven field.
For the most part. That's fair. But I don't think that it's something that... You can maintain a level of youth by constantly allowing yourself to evolve with the music that's coming out around you. For example, I didn't know who Hilltop Hoods was 2-3 months ago.
Right.
But I started listening, and now I feel I've evolved culturally in a way. So, I don't know. Well, keep listening to new music, people.
We're in a new generation.
Can you close this? Elon's been staring at me for like 10 minutes, and I'm just not.
You mean Squinty Brad Pitt?
Young John Barrowman.
Young John Barrowman. I think we probably will listen to new music longer than generations prior, just because of the accessibility of music and the pure amount of music available.
There's a lot.
And then it's also free to an extent. I mean, you have things like Spotify, you've got YouTube, you've got stuff like that. You don't have to go buy every album that you're interested in.
Huh. That's a fair point. And you can download shit. Well, I mean, we're in this really interesting point in life where, like, a lot of things that are so normal to us are about to change. And, like, we are the generation where things are changing and being driven to change by us. But, like, think about it. So the generation before us doesn't really understand downloading music or anything like that. The generation that's growing after us right now, they're being grown in that, but that's being changed by us. Like, when I was a kid, buying a CD was normal. Buying a CD is no longer normal.
I will continue to buy CDs, God damn it.
You can still buy them, and they still exist, but, like, in the next 10 years, are record labels even going to exist?
Who knows?
Are compact discs going to be a thing?
In the next 10 years, are computers even going to exist because they all broke down and now you don't have any music because you forgot to buy the CD?
If everything is a computer, how are you going to play a CD
in
without
a
radio?
fucking Walkman?
Walkman's a computer.
It's a Discman.
It has a chip in there that tells it what to do.
Okay, we're talking about networks, okay? That exists outside the network, it'll be okay.
It's outside. What happens?
Battery power.
What happens when Skynet activates? We'll find that out next time.
No, we won't. We won't ever know the answer to that question.
Yeah, we will. Skynet is real.
We can hypothesize.
I thought Terminator was like what could happen if Skynet broke.
This new Jumanji movie.
It's gonna be amazing.
Oh, come on.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Why? Jack Black is in it.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Jack Black's amazing.
So first Jumanji movie is like, look, serious movie, Robin Williams, people getting run down by animals out of this board game. That movie was a little bit scary, okay? I don't want a comedy.
It's not going to be a comedy.
I don't want a comedy.
It's not going to be a pure comedy. And it also is not a sequel to the original Jumanji. It is...
I know. It's called Welcome to the Jungle, and look, they got Guns N' Roses on the fucking trailer. Wow. I can't be any more cliche.
It's going to be good. I think it's going to be good. It's coming out soon,
It could be good, but why? Why did they cheese it down? It's Jumanji.
I don't know, man.
The lettering that they used looks childish and friendly.
It's Dwayne Johnson. What do you want from him? Did you watch this movie with Kevin Hart?
I want him to murder animals in the Jumanji land.
That would be weird.
No, because it's Jumanji. Did you see the hunter dude that came out of there? That guy was real.
But even he was a comedy element. I think what you're getting at is the essence of comedy has shifted from the original Jumanji to this one.
Yeah, like now it's slapstick stupid humor because the population
is all the
dumb or
rage
something.
right now. But
what do you mean it's all the rage? It was the rage in the 30s.
That's what I was just gonna say. Comedy is ever evolving, but not in a sense of
in this
new
case, that
comedy.
would be devolution.
It's rotationally changing. It's like comedy is a revolving door. What's funny right now won't be funny in 5 years. What's funny in 5 years...
I can't wait for the comedy version of Schindler's List to come out. That's going to be great.
No, see, that's taking something...
Jumanji was not a comic movie.
Jumanji was a comedy movie.
There were some comic elements. But it was definitely
most comic elements.
It was kind of creepy.
New. There were comic elements with an atmosphere that still gave you a sense of unease. But it was a comedy.
There were comic moments...
Jumanji would be listed as a comedy. IMDb, I guarantee you it's listed as a comedy.
There were comic moments in it, like there were comic moments in Jurassic Park.
No,
but yes.
Different.
No, it's the same. It's
different.
like, oh, look at Jeff Goldblum. Look how funny he is in Jurassic Park. Oh, wait, people are being eaten and destroyed by dinosaurs. It's the same
people
thing.
Actually died. Who actually died in Jumanji?
Nobody. They escape by the skin of their teeth.
Right. Nobody actually dies. The element of death is removed. Therefore, there's an element of suspense that doesn't exist in Jumanji, which gives it a more comedy
Jumanji
feel.
is not a comedy.
Google it.
There's no...
Or IMDb. It's going to be listed as...
IMDb.
It might be adventure, but it's definitely not like...
It's a kid's movie. It's definitely not...
You're going to get the new one only.
Oh, God damn it. It's like 1995. Bam.
6.9 out of 10. Where,
Director, people I don't know, because I was too
Kristen
young.
Dunst. I forget she's in that movie.
Oh, Kristen Dunst is in that movie.
Action, adventure, family movie.
Yeah, action, adventure, family, but they were creepy, serious elements to it. It was not... The comedy is not listed. There are 3 words there, and none of them are comedy.
Did you know that's Gillian Anderson?
Yes, I did know that.
Have you watched this show yet?
I haven't watched the show.
If you guys haven't checked out American Gods, you need to check out American Gods.
We should do a Friday Freestyle where we just look at the internet. And we can just like stream of
hey guys, welcome to Friday Freestyle.
We're just
all
of you
watching
see
cats.
every day.
This is amazing.
Yeah. Oh, look, Home Alone.
We got through our list. This has been a really fun time.
We did. Oh, Mrs. Doubtfire. I haven't seen that in a while.
Oh, it's hard for me to watch Robin Williams movies now, which is difficult. Dude, rest in peace, Adam West. That's a
Adam Wee.
Nobody messes with Adam Wee.
Yeah. Why are people sad about that? Like, okay, he was
Adam West.
He was old.
Adam West for me. I grew up when I was a kid. Family Guy was like all the rage. Adam West was a heavy impact on my life in terms of comedy. He was funny.
His character on Family Guy?
Yes, because his character on Family Guy was
a
Adam
heavy
West.
impact on your life?
Was a heavy impact on my aspirations in life.
You wanted to be like Adam West.
I wanted to be Adam West's... I wanted to have his delivery, the way that he had that sense of humor. You know, shit like, oh, I didn't know the weather was calling for rotten apples. Well, we needed it. Like, it's just funny. And, like, I adapted elements of that comic delivery. So, yeah, he was influential. The same way Robin Williams was, the same way that Jim Carrey was.
I did always find it admirable that Adam West played a parody of himself in Family Guy, but he gave 100% commitment.
Oh, yeah.
to that character.
He was even, like, to the point where, like, that live action thing where he wakes up in the bed and he's like, I had this dream. And it's... Adam West was a great guy. And he was just a very influential, not person...
Ooh, I want to do a quick fire segment at the end of the show where, like, we just ask each other, like, questions that we don't know, like, really. So I'll be like, hey, did the fact that Carrie Fisher had all those drugs in her body affect the way that you perceive her death? Go.
Yes. 100%. No. And here's why.
Stop. You said yes, 100%, then no.
No, I said, well, no, here's the thing. I wanted to say yes because instinctively that's my response. Like if Philip Seymour Hoffman is definitely a yes for me. Carrie Fisher is a person who owned the shit out of her mental issues. She owned the shit out of her addiction issues. She was a person who used it to to show to people that like they are real issues, but that you can move on and survive with them. You can constantly battle them. The way she handled it and brought it to the world was amazing. So, no, for her specifically, it doesn't. For other people, it would. It's really a case-by-case basis.
Got it.
I never got to ask you, if you could have one superpower, what would it be?
I don't think we should do that today.
Oh.
We'll do it another day.
That's sad.
We need to
Would you have
more
sex with
serious
Gillian
time.
Anderson when she's dressed up like a god for
God, no.
David Bowie?
No, not
really?
at all.
Really? Because like I'm kind of digging her
I'm
right
not
now,
surprised
dude.
that you are, but no.
I don't know if it's because it's Gillian Anderson, who I've always had a thing for.
You can't
or if
even
it's
tell, though. There's no excuse.
There's
no excuse. That's a guy.
That's Gillian Anderson.
I know it's Gillian Anderson, but that's a guy.
No, she's just got a mullet.
No, it's a really
She's
good trans
business in the
job.
front, party in the back.
Oh my god.
Are you gonna watch the new Jumanji movie? Yes or no?
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
You got it on tape.
But I don't want to.
Too bad. You're gonna
need to,
enjoy
like-
it. We're gonna go together.
Also,
You're gonna love
travesty. Jumanji only has 6.9 stars on IMDb. It's a solid 7.4.
it. I would really put it at an 8. I thought it was very
okay,
well
okay, but
constructed.
in the scheme of all
story was
movies, though.
incredible.
In the scheme of all movies.
then I
Because
think it's fine
that's
where
what
it's
that
at.
is. That's what that is.
Oh, then I think it's fine where it's at. It doesn't hold its weight.
7.4.
No, I would go no higher than 7. That's just me.
What is your favorite children's cartoon musical?
Children's
As in, like, Disney type-esque movie.
Oh, Lion King. 100%. Fucking love the Lion King.
Can't disagree there.
Right? See what I'm saying? Like,
Don't do it.
Lion King, Aladdin in a very close second.
Aladdin, close second?
Really anything that Robin Williams touched, too. But, like, I don't know. There was something...
If you could act in any role, what would it be?
We mean role.
Like, if you could be any character.
If I could be any character,
So you'd act
I would
that-
want to be the new Ace Ventura.
Okay, existing character, though.
Oh, like in a show? Or
Like in any movie or show or anything that's already existed, what part would you play?
Game of Thrones.
Okay, there's a lot of characters.
I would be Samwell Tarly.
Okay.
I would totally do Samwell Tarly.
You would do Samuel Tarly?
No, I could totally do. I could be Samwell
You could
Tarly.
totally do him.
Yeah, like I could portray him.
There's a lot of gay coming out right now.
God damn it. What about you?
What about me?
Yeah, what
I do not want to have sex with Samuel.
No, god damn it. What role would you currently portray?
I want to be a villain of types.
Oh, you know who I'd like to be?
I'd want to be Randall Flagg.
I would like to be the Joker.
I would like to be Randall Flagg.
You'd think I would want to be Batman, but I would totally want to be the Joker.
I don't know why we'd assume you'd want to be Batman.
Because I wear the Batman shirts, and Batman is my favorite vigilante.
That's just because you want to kill him all the time, so you keep your enemies close to your heart.
That's fair.
Because you want to be the Joker.
I want to take over.
But I want to be Randall Flagg.
I think you could pull off Randall Flagg. You have the quip.
Yes.
That is required.
I think
to
so
be Randall
too.
Flagg. Yeah, I
have
can see
difficulty wearing the boots. I've just never worn like steel-toed boots outside of the Navy in my whole life. I just couldn't do
that. You
it.
just gotta wear. You gotta. All right, put on a pair of steel-toe boots and like kick a wall for a little while, and you'll be fine.
I want to be maniacal.
Being maniacal is really fun.
I'd be one of those people that would actually murder someone on set, and that'd be one of the stories. But like, yeah, he was playing that role. He just actually murdered like one of the stagehands, but we didn't do anything about it because like it was so well done.
All right. Woo.
Anyway,
That's the thing that just happened.
so I'm going to acknowledge that we definitely slowed down around like the 30th minute. Sorry guys if you stuck with us this long. It's been a good Friday freestyle, I think.
We picked up. No, we did fine. We kept a good pace.
I feel like we did.
We're doing just fine.
So we're definitely looking for feedback for the Friday freestyle type segments. We might stick to more of this type feel. With
Area.
some more defined segments. But if you have any topics you'd like feedback on, questions you'd like to ask us,
Trash barrel?
there's the trash barrel back there behind next to the bathroom. If you have any questions, feedback that you'd like us to address on the podcast, we want to do this once a week, so feel free to drop us comments on Facebook, Twitter,
Snapchat,
Instagram, Snapchat, because we're on all of them now, because we're getting
we're
with the
connected
times.
in, baby.
So thank you for listening. This has been the Coffee Milk Hour. I'm Jerry.
I'm Puffy.
See ya.